Hello everybody, and welcome back to Something Else Amiga Stuff. What do we have on the show today? Today we've got a package from Mr. Doug, and I think this is a CD32 motherboard, if I can remember half correctly. These are very dinky motherboards if you've ever seen a CD32 motherboard before. They're tiny. Beep! There we are. And all crusty. Yeah, we have bulged through holes, we have crushed through holes, and we have a bunch of leaky capacitors. This thing's got about 37, I think it is, capacitors total. And yeah, so we could hot air them off, but you know what I'm going to do. We're going to go Lorena because it's safer for me. We're going to try to test S-Video and all of the composites. I was asked to test the S-Video. This is the ribbon cable for the CD-ROM and the front button panel reset-y button things, but I don't need that. This has the 3.1 ROM in it, Kickstart 3.1. Basically, these are mini 1200, pretty much. AGA, all the AGA chips. This is a Rev 3 Spellbound Amiga CD Games System. Okay, we're powered up. We're using my replacement CD32 1541-2 1581 from C64lover.com. Here we go. Now I'm just hooked into component video. Just want to see if we get any life out of it. And we don't. Dead. Dead, 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 dead. Dead. I'm going to disconnect the power, video. Wow, that is really bulged out. They are hanging on by a thread. Several of these have leaked and are causing damage, but we're going to clean all that up and we'll get into it as I progress. Okay, so we're all set up, and just to remember 408 and 811 here, these guys, their silk screen is wrong, so we flip them reversed, okay? There's also a capacitor map that I use that also shows 408 and 811 reversed. So polarity's wrong on those. Go figure. Commodore quality control, end of the era when they were dying. Yep. It's also 31 capacitors. I said what, 28? 31. Okay, and just like that, as you can tell by Lorena's short work of the caps, it's pretty stinky in here. Smells like I just opened some fish. Let's take a look at the damage. Not too bad on that one, and we'll just kind of take a gander down to the main focus. Not too bad. I did run some goop over. Some of these were juicy and came out okay. The through holes, of course, because they're in backwards, are always fun. Up here in the complex area near the crystal and the cans, some leaks, but we got them out before any major damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sauce on here, and I'm going to debraid those legs. Alright, I got them all off. Okay, so let's take a look at the damage done. And it's going to look shinier because I just took all the legs off, okay? There you go. So you can see some of the wetness. That's some flux where I just took the legs off and everything looks okay. And what I'm talking about where they could have used surface mount is right here and right here. See, they got the pads for them, but they use the holes. Interesting. I guess they didn't have a 10 volt 1000 in the surface mount, or I don't know. They could have just flipped it correctly, but they used through holes. Now I'm going to go over again with this stuff. It should have enough juice on it, but we're just going to re-soak them down. I did miss one, didn't I? No, I didn't. It's just fat. Start taking this stuff off. Now, Now I'm going to alcohol the crap out of it. Okay, so as you can tell by the quality of these Q-tips here, they're crusty. And here we go on the board. Final look before I recap it and retest it. So you can see all the pads are good. Now I do have a couple of through holes to get out. Mainly the two guys up here. They did not come clean. I didn't have enough heat. And yeah. And the one back where the hell ever the other one is. I forget. Yep. Over here somewhere. All the pads came clean. They're all nice and safe. Lorena was friendly. There's a whole bunch of caps. You can see those up and down lines. That's kind of my indicator, but some are sideways. But that's why I put red dots on them, because looking at silver on silver with silver, you're asking for forgetting something. And I do have a capacitor map that I double check. That is right there. And I also count the numbers as I do them. There's a bunch of caps. 31. Anyway, I got a dentist appointment, and I'll see you in a minute. My mouth will probably be all big and I'll talk weird. Ouch. So I'm back from the dentist. I had gauze in my mouth because I had a tooth pulled. Because I cracked one. Alright, I'm going to start recapping this. There's no reason to even show it. I will just bip and we'll be testing it in a second. Sorry I sound funny. My whole face is numb. I feel like a stroke victim. Anywho, a couple hours later, 31 red dots. Wow. That was a lot of work. Alright, so we're done. Let me get this cleaned up. We'll go for a final test. Okay. Alright, now I'm at 3.5 mil. Here we go. This should work. CD32 power supply. All new caps. Turn on. There you go. Cool. There we go. Another CD32 has been saved. I need to test this out with some stuff. I'm going to grab a Terrible Fire out of my CD32 and we're going to hook it up and see how it works. This is my Terrible Fire TF330 from my CD32. I'm going to stick this on here. I have a PS2 connector, so I can run a PS2 mouse or keyboard. I forget which one it is. We're just going to see if it boots, see what happens. There you go. So there is an Amiga motherboard thingy hard drive on a WHD load game set up for a CD32. Video quality doesn't look good because it is in composite video. I've been asked to test the S video, so I have to get another monitor, an old Samsung I have, big one, and it's got S video. So we're going to test that. Let me turn this off. Hi, welcome back to several hours later. What in the heck is this monstrosity? This is a 21-inch Samsung 210T that died because it used to be my work monitor. So I took it all apart and recapped it many years ago, and I haven't touched it since. But it has S video. So then I took a several-hour break because I had tooth stuff today, dental visits. So I had to run to Best Buy to get an S video cable. Great. And then I had to dig out this monitor, which is about 37 pounds. And then I only found out that I forgot it has a proprietary power supply that I had to dig in the archives and move about 25 Amigas to get to. Solar. Power supply is lit up. We haven't hit the button yet. We are in S video. This monitor has S video. I'm going to turn off some lights. Divoom's going to be my speaker. 3.5. And we're on source. S video. Hit it. Much better display. Holy crap, much better. Yep. So, as you can see, S video blows the heck out of composite. Oh my god. That was a lot of work. This thing's heavy. It's thick, man. It is thick. I got a crack in it, and it's got a gouge on the screen where I banged it into the wall getting it over here. Cool. So there we go. That was like a 3-hour effort to show this in S video. So I'm going to take a photo for the owner, show him all his work, and Mr. Doug has a recapped, fully functional the little thing TF, whatever it was, works. It'll probably look a hell of a lot better on this, but I've already put it back in my CD32. 31 new caps. I went with big surface mounts correctly instead of the flipped through holes, because I can. And the surface mounts are the correct orientation on the board. I even double checked them with the old multimeter. So as you can see, this CD32 lives on again. So that is all I got. I know it's a quick video because I blipped through it and I didn't show all the recaps, but I showed enough. You've seen recaps before. It was just a freshen up, and now you get to see one with S-Video. And now I have a $12 S-Video cable that I will probably lose as soon as I finish this video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I hope you learned something. Well, it was a 3-hour trip for an S-Video cable. And I probably have 5 of them. Crazy. I gotta haul this crap back. Oh, hey.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?